My pet peeve with the music business is what the target promotion is right now. And like for instance, you don't have that many, we don't see that many influential rappers talking about what's really going on out here, or in the sense of like nobody really got, how can I say it? It's like people be afraid to speak about God to me. People be afraid to speak about these things that's going on in our community. And they water down our music to the point where it's like it's hard for an artist like me to get discovered. And I didn't got a word, like my music decent. And it's not even to toot my own horn. But it's like the shit I'm talking about is the shit that these shorties need to hear. And they said, why we don't be seeing your music and shit off the band, bro? Why they always playing this bullshit on the music? These 16-year-olds, they don't even listen to the radio. They just like, cause it's bullshit. Everything sound the same. I feel like that's everybody pet peeve though. You know, we know that there's an industry, there's a force that does not want to promote people to do the right things to fuck up the money that they making off of us doing that shit. Just off the strength of that, we already fighting the whole wall before we even get through the door for real. Because everybody else in these radio stations and they scared to do the right thing. They scared they gotta play a record or they get fined. They gotta do this or it might fuck them up. And why we all scared and under the thumb of this music industry regime? Like why are we under this thumb? Why ain't nobody more liberated? You know, why we gotta keep playing the same bullshit? Why we gotta keep playing this shit for these kids' minds? That's my number one pet peeve right now. The second one being that I don't wanna say like it's with the music industry, I would say it's more so with just artists. Because music industry, we talking about execs and shit. But now we gonna talk about, like, I feel like when you look at music today, there's not really anyone, I would say, that's attached to their communities like that. And if they are, they doing it in silence. We wanna see more of that than this shit. So let's use our platforms to overpower the negative energy that's out here. If we are doing that, but you know, people grew up where like they don't want to, like people grew up like, I forgot what the quote in the Bible is, where you know, you basically don't show yourself giving to someone homeless, you know? So in a sense, like they like to keep it low key, like, no, we ain't gonna promote this. But it's like when people see that energy, it make people want to do it. When people see that other shit, it make them want to do it. So why we not doing this? One of my homies was like, man, you do all this shit in the community, bro. I just chill with you for like 3 days, bro. And we just been to like 10 places. But you don't promote none of this shit. Start promoting it. And from that day on forth, I started doing that shit. Cause I'm like, I didn't like that feeling recording myself, talking to these shorties and shit. Because I'm really there because I love them. You know what I'm saying? I'm really there because I love them. It ain't enough teachers. It ain't enough MCs. It's a bunch of rappers. MCs is the teachers and the rappers are the rappers. The rappers are the cappers. It's a big distinction. It's a big distinction. The people, the fans have to be able to distinguish who's just motherfucking intellectual monkeys and who out here really giving back to their community. Who really out here sitting down with these shorties for hours at a time during the week and really educating them. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm getting a coalition with some black women right now because these black women, these black girls need that too. It ain't just these little shorties, these dudes. These young black girls need black women out here too. So that's just, I feel like artists are fugazi. People forget about their community. That's another one of my pet peeves. And people might be like, man, you don't know what the fuck going on? Nah, I know what's going on now. I see it. I see it clear as day. This shit's so easy to be a quote unquote hero, and y'all making it so hard because nobody got time. You know, so that's what it really is. The difference between an MC and a rapper is we bringing MCing back where MCs took their stories and educated. MCs educate, rappers cap. That is the main thing. And rappers are people that are put in positions to portray a certain image. MCs embody what the fuck they speak on record and they teach it. They just don't be on the microphone with it on the stages and shit. They actually go to their community and teach it. So that's the difference. And that's word KRS-One. Like, that is not even me. That's KRS-One giving us game. I'm 27. Like, niggas just said, fuck the rap notes, fuck the school, fuck hip-hop notes. You know, that's the generation we living in now. So it's like me essentially bringing back that critical essence of hip hop, which is the MC, to be able to teach and without being unapologetic about what the fuck you teaching, if it's for the better of the people. Rap is the way it is now because that's one, I'm not just going, okay, so look, I'm gonna blame the music industry and I'm gonna also blame the listeners too. And this is why I say, you can't just blame everything on the industry, because at some point, niggas gotta be like, you know what, fuck that. It's an artist out here that's talking about this. Let's put him up here, y'all. Let's get him out there. Let's help this nigga out. But it's not a lot of that going on. People don't want to be that person no more. It's like, well, I feel like the rap music business is fucked up. It's just off the pure strength that it's a system trying to monetize from our trauma. That's like the best way to put it. We got to understand that we as listeners have to take accountability and find the artists that are not talking about that shit. Because even though that these niggas talking about that shit, I don't judge them, because this is their stories too. They're conscious rappers too. Conscious is being aware of your surroundings. They're conscious too. They just deliver it in a unoriginal hip hop way that some people it's hard to accept. Because even the generation before us, they was talking about the old people shit like this. You know, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's a revolving door. Now we talking about y'all shit. Prior to y'all was talking about our shit. I mean, y'all was talking about they shit, the older people. It evolved from Melly Mel to NWA, to Tupac, to Kanye, to Kendrick, to now. That's each generation I just named right there. So now we at the generation where it's drills the thing, and then you have artists that are mega artists talking about this shit that niggas do in these little block sectors on the daily. Nigga, you just talk from that high-ass place you at about what's going on down here, but you're not even living it for real. You don't even go back and touch these blocks for real. It's a lot of rappers like that. It's a lot of them like that. I ain't gonna say it on camera, but I hate that shit, bro. The hip-hop business is also fucked up because the people that are in the positions at radio don't want to promote anything that may fuck up the system of what they promote. You got radio stations that promote beef and escalate beef, have two rappers come up there and talk about their beefs, and people are dying from for real. These are two female rappers in Chicago. They both brought them up in the same in a 2-day time span. Brought them up. One rapper came up there talking about the girl, treating her. All type of shit. Next day, they had the other girl come up and talk about it. And these motherfuckers really beefing in real life. Niggas just got killed with guns. Like, what are we doing? Why are we involving ourselves? Why are we promoting this? And then making it a parody, making it comical. This shit is so serious. It is not a game. We making these little girls feel like they gotta be out here treating each other. They gotta be out here beefing with each other. It's a lot of fucked up shit with the hip hop game right now. It's a lot of fucked up shit. What Nipsey Hussle meant to me was literally the word luminary. I'll just put it to you this way, man. Nip was to me, the greatest thing to come after Tupac, I feel like. That's me. That's and I'm not talking about rapping. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, let's get rap out of our mind right quick. I'm just talking about what he was involved in, what he was really doing. What his net worth would have been had he not died in the next couple years. He was about to be in the 9 figures off of the investments that he made into community that was about to build and flourish. And they seen that shit. And I ain't gonna talk about but if you listen to my song with Nipsey, it's the part of an interview where he say like he had to let go of this fucked up version of himself in order to live comfortably in the skin that he in now. And I related so hard to that shit, because I'm like, man, how could this nigga that get locked up multiple times come out and still make it, bro? Still make it. What is my excuse? You know what I'm saying? And he showed us the blueprint, man. You get your shit going on your own, man. You build your motherfucking rapport with these motherfucking labels. You got to build your own leverage on your own. That's what he showed me. He was like, your leverage that you build and that you bring to the table is important too. Even though you know these niggas gonna look at these numbers and shit, what real business plan are you bringing to the table? And that's why I got a lot of them bitches. I ain't fucking around. I got curriculums. I got real business plans that I have set. So if anybody come speak to me, yo, this is what the fuck I got. If y'all ain't willing to invest in this shit, keep it moving. I ain't fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he showed me. He mean everything to me, G. Hey, it's your boy Recoechi, ESC, Dirty Every Day in the House. Hustle P, you're now tuning in to 24/7 HH.